In February, a professional photographer walked into Krista's backyard and said, if she hadn't told me they built it themselves, I would have assumed they hired a professional. This is that story.
I don't know how the veneer is gonna go. We did get natural stone. It's beautiful. We were getting some of it out. But yeah, it's like a puzzle. We're gonna try to lay it out on the ground first, and then
I would say is when it's natural like that, there's going to be things that aren't going to fit perfect as a puzzle piece.
They're different sizes, but the sides are not straight. They're all sorts of wonky.
Okay. Yeah. Now, are you going to cut those sides, or are you going to leave those kind of wonky?
I kind of like the wonkiness if we can kind of find pieces that'll marry up to it.
Let's just say you have to make a cut or something. Like if there's nothing that's matching up, you can cut a piece and then kind of chisel it at the ends to get that marriage that you're looking for. Natural, dry stack stone is the hardest, the slowest, and the most painstaking finish that you can choose. And that's exactly what Krista and her family chose, because they weren't building something temporary. They wanted this to last. And all that stone is obviously real stone. You spent probably quadruple the time that it would have taken with veneer stone, but it sure shows how pretty it is.
Yeah. Oh, it was painstaking, Mike. I had no idea. But yes, it is worth it. Now that we can sit there and just look at it, it was worth every painstaking piece that I put on there. My poor husband had to cut.
One of the biggest decisions was what to put between the hard surfaces. Gravel was cheaper. Turf was the right thing. I've seen enough finished yards to know the difference. Gravel migrates. It gets into everything, and it makes a beautiful design space feel unfinished. Green softens everything.
We've been going back and forth about that artificial turf in the walkways, and you brought up a valid point. It is going to be where most everyone's walking constantly, and we can see how it would get trampled. So then we had the idea of using some of our pavers and just making a pathway. I wanted to surround it with artificial turf. My husband has a couple concerns with that, just the difficulty of it. So he thinks still doing 3 inches of landscape gravel around those pavers will help.
Okay.
I don't know.
I have a strong opinion. I can't wait to share. I might as well just share it. So yeah, let me share my screen. In fact, when I saw this one, this is the one that caught my eye. I was like, oh no, you're going to hate this. My feeling is that because it's such a thorough way, if it's gravel, you and your husband will absolutely hate it because it'll be gravel all over the place. It gets messy so fast. You'll be surprised at how fast that gravel migrates. Here, I want to show you this. I was fearful about having the gravel between it all. I feel like it was too deserty and too hard.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here, I'll show you. There's some backyard shots. Oh yeah, these ones, they kind of curved a little bit, but there's a couple of really good shots in there where, I don't know, I just really liked the way it flowed, but it didn't look too hard. And it's a very natural step.
Even my husband admitted yesterday, he said this was definitely, it was a little more than we expected, but it was the right choice over gravel for sure.
For sure. And the difference is night and day with the photos too. It just softened everything and it brought everything together.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I love seeing green.
Krista and her family didn't wait until the last piece of stone was in place. By spring, they were already hosting. And honestly, that is the entire point.
And so we decided no matter where we're at in 2 weeks, we're actually already hosting a teenage youth group party. We're going to have like 40 teenagers.
I love it.
Because I'm like, they're not going to care if half the kitchen has stone veneer on it. They're not going to care. So we're just going for it because we want to do something before it gets hot.
I love it. Well, that's great news. Krista was honest about the numbers in a way that I really respect. How much do you guys think that you overall invested, Krista?
Well, we did take out a HELOC.
Okay.
So one thing I will say, this isn't a DIY fly by the seat of your pants project because we wanted as much DIY as we could, but we wanted to buy quality materials. you were also very big on that. And we did do our best to listen where we could. So we spent a good chunk of change. Overall, the hot tub, that was like...
Okay, so you got a nice hot tub, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We wanted a pool originally, but we just wanted so much other things that we couldn't fit.
Yeah.
So that was like our splurge. And honestly, I am so glad we did that instead of a pool, because I'm the one out there more than my kids.
That's nice.
It feels so good. But yeah, I love that thing. It's so hydrotherapy. It's helped both my husband and I with like aches and pains, and that thing is
speaking
awesome.
My world. I need my hot tub. I'm out there every day too, so.
Oh yeah, so that was a big chunk of change. So there was a couple things we weren't planning on. I want to say overall we probably spent about, to be honest.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of money, but if you wouldn't have done it yourself, you would have probably doubled that, I would imagine.
We got some quotes on some different things, and doubled if not tripled it. But if you take out the things we had to do, even if we hadn't done this project, we had to paint our house, we had to fix our block wall, and we had to fix the drainage in our backyard. So those 3 things were probably 20 grand of that.
I want to be very clear about something. Krista didn't get this result because she had unlimited money or construction skills. She got it because she had a plan, she asked the right questions, and she had somewhere to turn when she didn't know the answer. The membership is a fraction of what she spent on a single weekend of materials. And right now it's open, but it closes on Sunday, May 31st at midnight. Those doors do close. And every time I have people knocking on them wanting to get in, but they officially close on Sunday, May 31st at midnight. Please act before the doors close. If you've been watching this series and thinking, I would love that, this is the moment. There's a link below. Just at least explore it.
That's why we do it, because paying someone to do what we're doing would at least be triple, and I'm going to guess quadruple what we're actually spending. And we can't afford that. So we're, in a sense, getting our dream yard, but there's no way we could have done it without this. All these modules, the puzzle, the graph paper, that's just ingenious. And it does work. If I had the money, I would have totally hired you guys, but it works. And you can visualize it. It's pretty cool, actually.
I love you saying that, because it has been successful, and I know it's been successful for you, and I know it will be very successful for other people.
I still watch all your videos, and I learned something even recently. I think I commented.
You did, I saw that.
Yeah, that you did for somebody else. I think your 3D business was what sucked me into wanting to do this, because I thought your stuff is so amazing. Why wouldn't I want the access to you guys? And the build modules, oh my word, it pays for itself 50 times over.
What I want people to hear in those words isn't a compliment to me. It's an invitation. Every single person watching this has a yard. That's exactly where Krista was. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. That's so nice. I'm so glad you ended up with 2 structures here. I think it was the right call too.
Well, you know what? I didn't want it. It was actually the city that kind of forced our hand. And so, oh my word, that was so painstaking with the puzzle pieces. And I'm so thankful for your help, but I wholeheartedly agree. It really turned out better, I think.
Yeah. It's amazing the way that happens sometimes when you want it one way and you just can't do it. And then all of a sudden you do it the other way to make it work. And then it just turns out to be the right thing. It happens all the time in design, like all the time. So yeah, I really like it. I'm glad you moved the bar in here. This was a really good call too.
Yeah, a lot of these were really your call, and we appreciate it. It really is a painstaking process at the beginning, but if I can encourage people that are going through it now, what a difference. Preparation, planning is everything.
It's probably like 90% of it, isn't it?
Yeah, your designs you do for people, I can just see how invaluable.
Look at the 2 structures that we tied together visually. Exactly what the city forced us into. Look at the sunken fire pit with the hearthstone overhanging and the lighting underneath. Look at the turf that softens everything around it. Look at the back corner game zone they almost didn't build. Look at how everything ties together. Look at how many places they have for people to land when they have parties or small gatherings or large gatherings. This small backyard accommodated over 40 people very comfortably.
I'm so glad you guys are both here because I needed to tell your mom something. So I'm so glad to see you.
Yay.
We had a party on Friday night. And guess what I was told by multiple people? We love that you have all these pillows.
Those pillows are the star of the day. They always are.
I thought you guys were crazy.
Yeah, I thought you guys were crazy, but people were stacking them up and laying on them, and they carried them all over the yard. I had to go find them all when the party was over.
This is what an outdoor living space is supposed to do. It pulls people outside and it keeps them out there. 18 months, 2 people with no construction background, a city that kept saying no, a yard that everyone said was too small, and a family that just kept going. Krista, her husband, and her kids built all of this. I just helped them see what was possible. If you've been sitting on a yard like this one used to look like, I hope this is the video that finally convinces you to start. The membership closes Sunday, May 31st at midnight, this Sunday. Everything I walked Krista through, every module, every live call, every community member who showed up when she was stuck, and my personal guidance was there at every step. And that's what's waiting for you, just like it was waiting for Krista. Please investigate the link below, see if it's right for you. I hope to see you inside.